So as of this last week, I got my first official contract for producing a song for an artist. And now I kind of wanted to go over a couple things with you real quick that I've learned even from just this first experience. What's going on? It's Pim Fried Rice. Welcome to the Music into Millions podcast, where we give artists the resources they need in order to be successful without needing to wait on a record label. Like I said, today we're going to be talking about contracts. And like I said, I got my first one last week, which first off is super exciting and I'm very happy about it. Second off is extremely confusing. After taking one look at it, I was like, yeah, I definitely need somebody with a legal mind to take a look at this. So that's actually my first point is be sure, regardless of what the contract is for, whether it's for, splits for a song, whether it's for, say, you're a producer and you're giving someone a beat, whether it's a collaboration you did with somebody, whatever that contract is for, if it's a record label trying to sign you, please, please, please have somebody that you know that either has familiarity with reading contracts or a lawyer if you can. Sometimes it's a little bit too expensive to afford a lawyer when you're first starting off because they aren't cheap. But at least get somebody who's familiar with, legal verbiage, who is familiar with the type of terms that you're going to see on a contract, what these different things mean. That way you're not getting yourself caught up. And this is super important because it's so easy with all the terms that are thrown around that are unfamiliar for you to get caught up or confused with what you're reading. I'm a very good reader. I can read well above my grade level, always have been able to, and just as soon as I looked at this contract, I was like, yeah, this is well beyond what I understand. I want somebody smarter than me to check this out. And so after somebody smarter than me checked it out, there was a couple things that we noticed. So number one, another thing that I want to cover with you is always make sure that if you guys are doing like a split or something like that for a song, so whether it be you're the artist linking up with a producer or artist to artist, whatever, make sure that you guys specify the splits beforehand, before the contracts are written up. And the reason for this is it's a lot harder to get that number changed or fixed once that contract has already been drafted. So if you make it clear from the beginning that you expect, X amount of royalties or X percentage when you guys make the song, you're not going to run into that, line down the road where it's like, well, you never specified this to me, or you never told that to me, so now you guys are both kind of caught with your hands behind your back, waiting on the contract to be rewritten, or you may not have it be able to be rewritten depending on your negotiation power in the contract. So always make sure that your terms are laid out before anything is laid out on paper. Also, another super important thing, and this may be overlooked, is make sure your name is spelled correctly on the contract, because they actually spelled my name incorrectly on the contract. My last name is Stong, and so for whatever reason, my whole life, people have spelled Stong wrong. They think it's strong, so they'll put the R in there, or we'll get or Stone, or all different types of different versions of my last name, but never the correct one. And so this contract actually spelled my name wrong. They put the R in there and called me Strong, which means that if I were to sign this contract, I would essentially be voided out of every earnings from there on in with the song because it wouldn't technically go to me. So make sure that you're proofreading this thing once, twice, 3 times through. Treat it like you're Santa Claus. Double check that list because you want to make sure that your name's spelled right, all the numbers are put on there correctly, all the terms are, set properly, how you guys talked about it. So yeah, I can't say I'm an expert now at dealing with contracts. I can't even say that I'm good at it. All I know is I've gotten one, and even just from getting one contract, I've already kind of picked up these little things. So I wanted to share them with you. You may have already dealt with contracts before. You may have not dealt with contracts before. But in this music industry, you are going to deal with them. You're going to deal with situations where, like I said, you need a lawyer. You need somebody with just a legal mind to be able to decipher that for you, because otherwise it looks like you're trying to break through the Morse code or Da Vinci's code. It just doesn't make sense. I think that's it. That's pretty much it for today. Low-key, I think this was a bragging video, so yeah, I got my first contract, so woo. But yeah, just make sure you're always checking to be sure that everything is factual. All the information is how you said it was going to be. Make sure your name is spelled properly, and just keep grinding. You're gonna get to that day soon where you need to sign some contracts. I'm starting to see it, and it's pretty exciting. See you guys next time.